Alright, welcome back to the Raiders Rebuild. This is episode 8. We are starting year 3 of the franchise. Just a little housekeeping. I did do preseason and training camp in order to get some people more XP, as opposed to just simulating the preseason and whatnot, but I'll show you the lineup so far. We have Black, our receiver number 2, Adams still receiver 1. Black actually surpassed Myers. We did pick up Najee Harris, but he did hurt himself in the preseason, so he'll miss the first game. Daniels did get up to 80. Otherwise, our line is 80 across the board, except for Mims at right tackle. And then Michael Mayer, 80 overall. Defense, we got Wilson and Crosby as our defensive ends. Givens, defensive tackle, 77. Our corners, Hobbs, 85. Williams, 80. Sanders still, cornerback 3 at 77. Mulray, free safety, 82. Greenlaw, right outside linebacker, 89. Our middle linebackers, 75 and 74. Then Spillane, 78 at left outside. And then Epps at 76. I think we're going to move Peterson up since he's a rookie. Epps is already older, and we want Peterson to want to find out what his depth trait is. So that's how we're looking heading into week 1. Let's set up our scouts. National strength, of course, is receiver, corner, and quarterback. So I'll probably definitely do cornerback for sure. Yeah, we're going to go corner and middle linebacker, even though one of our linebackers has a star dev. The West region also has corner as its strength, left outside linebacker, quarterback. Central also has cornerback. Or quarterback, my bad. West will probably do something with outside linebacker. So we have defensive tackle in 2 in northeast and southeast, quarterback and safety in the central, outside linebacker and offensive tackle in the west, and then corner and middle linebacker nationally. Set season goal, we're going to shoot to make the playoffs. I think we're gonna actually play this game. So that's what we're gonna do for our Fortress players. We're gonna try and get Sainer still more XP, same with Andrews and Duck, just to improve our corner depth. And try and get Rice up there too. He's young and already at 77. Then obviously we want Peterson to get more XP. Hopefully he'll get a good star dev or good development trait going. At least star. And then we'll train him.
This rivalry game. It's the Raiders and the reigning Super Bowl champs under the lights on Monday night.
It is perhaps the best home advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great... The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's a really nice job.
Not a good start to the defense, that's for sure.
And blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 62 yards.
Not the start we wanted, that's for sure.
That's extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Good response.
Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
I think that's the first time I've had a successful kick return.
Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. The second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to have another 1st-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to conversion.
They'd been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Andrews. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
We're going to see if we can get a home run ball here to Mayer or Adams.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment.
That sucks. That was like 3 snaps into the season, too. That was almost Aaron Rodgers level.
1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. Dances by at the 20, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Another carry now for Madison. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. A 10-play drive that time. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
That was a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's got it. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Yellow.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the 1st quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
2nd and 2. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. Down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. looking to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Black. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, this is Madison. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Raiders on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
That pace, and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Second and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Quality.
Get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Jeez. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there, a 22.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Steps away. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here 2nd and a yard from the 34.
It really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down, and they come up with a big one there.
because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really...
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to
There
the
we
sack
go.
back at the 16-yard line.
Sacked by Wilson. That was big.
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And this one is right through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, this depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Getting the call, Lynch running left. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. 13 now. They work on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
He lets it go deep for Mayer. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Their entire offense has been centered on him, and he's been carrying the load with ease. 100 yards rushing in a game for a quarterback is rare. In a single half, darn near a masterpiece.
Now 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Black. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught inside the 20.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
And even 40 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send a receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Let's go now.
Madison diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
It's been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Here comes Andrews.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Black. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
on the tap.
Great blocking right there. Could have been a touchdown play. Nope.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. They find some open field here. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Myers. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it's such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well, we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll look to throw.
There we
Touchdown! Devontae Adams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front,
and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
He's got this almost to the 40 before 22 yards there, a first down. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an in. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield.
Dislocated elbow for Wilson. That sucks.
Take the hit and pick up yardage, but in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
That one caught by Rice. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
I think we have half as many interceptions as we did last season. I think the team only had 2 last season.
And they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We're back now in KC. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
2nd down and 8.
Now a give running left with Lynch. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Critical play in the up the first there. That clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Able to push his way through. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Tony.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Rashee Rice
from 13 yards.
The Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Mahomes will throw for it. That's caught, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
And now here come the Raiders.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. It's a big play there for Vegas.
43 yards. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Here's Madison running on first down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On second down, Lynch. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
The 71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Holmes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Well, Mahomes with the throw. It's caught by Rice.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Raiders. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Raiders use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
There we go.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game. But if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. And
he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline. Inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Point after, right down the middle. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Well, that'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
Well, that was a pretty decent start to the season. Close game, hard fought. Couldn't do anything on defense, although we did manage to get 2 picks. Which tied last year's amount of interceptions, so those injuries weren't ideal, but well, that'll do it for this episode. I think we'll get back to simulating in the next episode. Thanks for watching.